accomplish here in this first practice?
Well, just continue what we're doing. You know, it's a extension of what we've been putting in through OTAs from last year, getting the new guys up to speed on what we're doing, trying to mesh as a football team, number one, and along the way trying to find our top 53 guys for the regular season. So a lot to do, a lot of people to look at, but we feel like we have the talent out there that should be great competition across the board and also implementing our system, no doubt.
I'll ask, where do we stand with Junior Gillette?
Well, he's, you know, we're going to get a physical on him and then go from there. And then we'll get a chance to talk to him, and he'll meet with Scott, he'll meet with myself, and then we'll make a determination on where we go from there.
Jay, what do you want to see from D'Angelo now that he's back healthy, and how do you feel about the competition in that room now that you have the two veteran guys and the two young guys behind them?
That's great competition in that room, and D'Angelo makes it very strong, a strong room. He's a great leader back there, and we lost a lot when we lost D'Angelo last year. You know, a veteran cornerback of his stature and his experience is a very valuable asset to have, and you know, he's voted captain right away, and then we lose him very early. It was a big loss for us, and to have him back, now we just got to make sure we monitor where he is at and don't push him too hard, but he's the type of guy that's going to want to take every rep. But we just want to make sure we get him full go and get him ready for week one. But that room is very strong. You got Amerson's with some experience. You got Breland, who came on strong last year. Obviously, we have Culliver from San Francisco. He's a known commodity in this league, and D'Angelo adds to the mix. And we drafted a kid in the 6th round, so we have some good players back there.
Jay, staying with D'Angelo, he told us earlier today that he expects to line up with the ones in practice today right off the bat. Is that a philosophy of yours, that a player doesn't lose a starting job to an injury, or is there something you saw that you believe he needs to be with the starting team right now?
Well, he's well documented how good he is, you know, and he had a bad injury, no question about it. He's done everything right to get back, and I feel like with his experience, what he's put on tape in his career, his veteran leadership, he deserves the right to be knocked off. And he's going to be our starting cornerback right now and until somebody knocks him off. And it's going to be hard to do because he's a very experienced guy, very smart guy, and very savvy guy. And guys like that are hard to find. But we do have some people breathing down his neck for sure. Breland wants to play a lot. Emerson has got a taste of being a starter. He wants to start. Obviously, Culliver's here. So we have 4 guys with some good experience and going to push the envelope. But D'Angelo is a very good corner.
Jay, where do things stand with the strong safety position? Is that Duke Iheanacho's job to lose right now, or how would you describe it?
We're going to go out there and let him play. You know, Duke's done a good job so far, and those guys are going to line up and see what happens. We got a lot of candidates out there, strong safety, free safety, and the good thing about that position is they're able to intermingle a little bit. They can both, some of them can be in the box, they can be in the hole, they can both play the hashes and play 2 deep. They can play the quarters, obviously. So we got a lot of versatility back there with some experienced guys, and it'll be a good test for all of them.
How big a deal would it be to have Jordan Reed for as many games as possible, 16, if in theory? And you know, what can he do for your offense if he's healthy?
Well, he's a great weapon for us. We just got to keep him healthy. You know, he's got to continue to get better as a blocker, number one. But as far as the passing game is concerned, he's a threat, no doubt. He can run the option routes, the choice routes on the inside. He can line up on the outside and create mismatch problems for safeties or linebackers. So, you know, he's a big part of our offense when he's healthy. We just got to try to do a good job of keeping him healthy. He's got to do a good job of maintaining his strength and point of attack blocking and all that, so he can be a well-rounded tight end. But as far as a pass-catching tight end, he's up there with the tops in the league. We just got to keep him healthy and obviously keep building his blocking strength.
Jay, with the over here to your other side. So with Junior, how do you draw the line, I guess, when you have red flags in a guy's recent past, wanting to add talent? Those sometimes don't always go together. How do you, as an organization, judge that and deal with that?
Yeah, we judge it on an individual basis, and that's something that Scott, myself, and Bruce, and the defensive staff will all talk about. And obviously, you know, he's had some issues in the past, but we like to draw our own conclusions about every individual that we bring into this building, and we'll go from there. But it's very early right now. I haven't had a chance to talk to him at all, so until I do, I won't draw any conclusions on what's happened to him in the past.
Coach, with a guy like Morgan Moses, have you talked to him, 1, about how his foot's feeling, and 2, what are you expecting to get out of him here in this camp? Morgan
says he feels good. You know, he's come a long way from when he heard it. He's done everything right in the rehab process. Larry Hess has done a good job with him, and Morgan's done a good job of getting that thing right. And he looks good out here. He's gained a few pounds, and he's a guy that's not going to go down easily. He's going to compete for both tackle spots, and we expect him to really make a big jump from year 1 to year 2. A lot of these rookies, they come in, the NFL's heck of a lot different than what they're used to. There's a lot more things they have to learn, a lot more on their plate. So we're hoping that he really can take it to the next level this year and become a heck of a tackle for us. We like Morgan a lot. We just hope he stays healthy.
How do you handicap the rest of that spot opposite Kerrigan at the outside linebacker? Is that Murphy's job to lose? Is Smith going to push? Like, how do you figure that's going to develop these next couple of weeks?
Yeah, we it's very early in training camp, and we like competition at all spots. But Trent Murphy has really done an excellent job. In OTAs, he probably had about 15 sacks. Would have been sacks if we let the whistle blow. He's really put on some weight. He's stronger. He looks a little quicker, and he's got great knowledge of the system. Very smart player. He's one of those guys that you get him in as he's like a puppy, and he just gets in the weight room. He's going to get stronger and stronger. And he's going to become a angry dog here before too long. So Trent's going to be a tough guy to get out of that lineup. He plays hard. He's a physical guy. He's long, and he can move around quite a bit. And Preston, we're excited about what he can do. And we got some young guys that played a lot last year that had to play when Arakpo got hurt and then Trent got hurt. So, those guys also compete. But we like where Trent is right now.